90-Day Fiancé's Emily Bieberly has an adventurous personality. This and the love she shows her son are enough to make fans want to learn more. Emily Bieberly may be a newcomer to 90-Day Fiancé, but the Season 9 star has already managed to create controversy. Most recently, Emily was called a Karen by fans who believe she treats her partner, Cobe, disrespectfully. She is regularly criticized for micromanaging everything from her partner's parenting to the way he shovels horse manure. Viewers first met Emily earlier this year as she prepared to welcome her Cameroonian fiancé, Cobe, to her hometown of Salina, Kansas. The couple, who met while they were both working in China, reunited on the reality series to embark on their K-1 visa journey together, along with their young son, Cobe. Emily, now pregnant with the couple's second child, has certainly lost supporters with her demanding behavior. However, the reality star's adventurous personality and the love she shows her son are enough to leave fans wanting to learn more about her. Emily met Cobe in China. Emily met underwear model Cobe while she was working abroad in Xi'an, China. Cobe is from Cameroon, a country in Central Africa, but he was in China for a modeling job when he crossed paths with Emily at a local nightclub. Emily said of their first encounter, "The night I met Cobe, we were actually having a girls' night. And I looked over my shoulder and saw this guy in all white. I was like, whoa, this guy's really sexy. I've got to get to know him." Emily has since admitted that she believed Cobe would be a one-night stand. However, the couple quickly ended up developing feelings for each other, and he proposed soon after. She is an adventure lover. Emily's Instagram bio proudly states that she's an adventure lover, complete with an emoji of a globe. The reality star has been to China, Mexico, and Thailand, and has traveled all over the US, according to her social media. Emily has posted Instagram pictures with friends in US cities such as California, Colorado, Missouri, Florida, Wyoming, and South Dakota. Chances are, Emily will want to continue traveling once her kids are old enough. It's also likely she'll want to visit Cameroon at some point to meet Cobe's family and show the children where their father is from. She's from Salina, Kansas. Emily was born in Los Angeles, California, but she was raised in Salina, a city in central Kansas that sits along the scenic Smoky Hill River. Salina, a farming community, is known for its agriculture and grain milling. Like many people in the area, Emily's parents have a farm. Emily, Cobe, and Coben are now staying with Emily's parents on the farm, and the situation is already becoming another example of when living with 90-day parents goes wrong. Emily's father only had one rule for the couple: don't get pregnant again while under his roof. Needless to say, that rule was broken. She's a mom of two. Emily and Cobe welcomed their first child, a son named Coben, in July of 2019. Unfortunately, Cobe could not be present for the birth as a result of pandemic travel regulations. In fact, baby Coben didn't meet his father for the first time until he was 17 months old. On a recent 90-Day episode, the couple revealed that Emily is pregnant again. Internet sleuths believe the couple has since had a baby girl, who is now around 4 months old. This time around, Cobe would have been in the US for the birth of his daughter and as an added support system for Emily. She loves horses. While some 90-Day stars have pet dogs and cats, Emily appears to have an affinity for horses. Her family keeps horses on their farm, and she grew up learning to ride and care for them. During the show, Emily seemed comfortable in the stable and knew how to handle the horses. Cobe, on the other hand, was frightened by the large animals and was clearly not used to being around them. Emily took heat on the internet after making fun of Cobe for fearing the horses. Fans believe she should have been more understanding about his very warranted fears, especially considering Cobe offered to learn to care for the animals since he wasn't yet able to work in the US. She was an English teacher. Some 90-Day stars have started unexpected businesses, while others have cashed in on their reality show fame by becoming influencers. However, some cast members, such as Emily, have fairly regular jobs. Emily, for instance, was a teacher when she met Cobe. Her job came with an exciting travel perk. The school was located in China. Emily ended up teaching English in Xi'an, China, for 2 months. It's unclear what program Emily taught with, but she posted pictures with some of her students on Instagram in July of 2018. She also posted pictures exploring China between June and August of that year, so it's likely she was working with a summer program of some sort. According to her Instagram captions, she intended to return to China to teach the following year, but it looks like life had other plans. She is close to her family. Emily appears close to her parents, Lisa Logan and David Bieberly, who warmly took their daughter and her new family in when Cobe was born. Emily's parents have 3 adult children, including her, and her father is a partner with an architecture firm. Emily's parents have warned her and Cobe against having a second baby. Their advice seems especially sound to some fans, considering Cobe won't be able to work in the US for the first several months of his stay and Emily is currently a stay-at-home parent. David, who has been helping the couple out financially, was likely unhappy when he found out Emily was pregnant again. Emily, who was born on September 11th, is a Virgo. According to astrology.com, folks born under the sign of Virgo can be exceptionally critical and particular. They are always looking to perfect their methods. However, Virgos love to be of service to people and want to help others whenever possible. Emily was heavily criticized by viewers when she nagged at Cobe about how to properly scoop horse manure, but it's possible her need for precision was a Virgo trait shining through. Cobe is a Libra, and the couple shares the same Virgo/Libra signs as Julia and Brandon from Season 8. Unfortunately, their horoscopes suggest they are among the least compatible 90-day couples. She's a breastfeeding advocate. Emily has chosen to breastfeed Cobe and often fed him while filming. Cobe was not happy about the situation, but Emily, backed by her parents, insisted she would continue until their son was ready to wean. Some fans criticized Emily's breastfeeding as well, and she responded in an Instagram story by saying normalize breastfeeding at any age because it's nobody's f***ing business but yours. Emily's refusal to stop breastfeeding their son resulted in Cobe throwing one of the wildest 90-day temper tantrums to date. Cobe demanded she wean the baby before his arrival in the US, and went as far as saying he did not want to share Emily's breasts with his son and wanted them all for himself. She likes to cook. Emily posted a delicious Instagram tutorial for a fresh pesto sauce last month. She appeared to use a large handful of basil from the family's farm and blended it with pine nuts, olive oil, lemon juice, parmesan, as well as a few additional herbs and seasonings. The reality star also shared a colorful image of okra, peppers, onions, tomatoes and more on Instagram with the caption, "Teaching my son to grow the rainbow." Many former 90-day cast members, such as Natalie Mordovtseva and Annie Suwin-Taborowski, regularly show off their cooking skills for fans. Season 9 has some up-and-coming culinary stars already, including Emily and Shieta Sween, who recently featured her jerk chicken recipe in an Insta tutorial.